first up, let's take a look at the big political development that we've been following through the day. Angered by the Election Commission's decision to ban her from campaigning for 24 hours from 8 p.m. yesterday to 8 p.m. today, Mamata Banerjee held a dharna in Kolkata all day today. She sat alone and she painted pictures. She was wearing a black stole around her neck, calling it a black day for democracy. That was really something that she wanted to convey, that she was being singled out and that the Election Commission had been biased in its action towards her. She was banned on two accounts. One, for seeking votes on the basis of minority, in fact Muslim votes on the basis of religion, and second, for instigating voters against central paramilitary forces. The Election Commission had found her faulting on both these premises and imposing a 24-hour ban on Mamata Banerjee. In fact, she claimed that EC did not take such an action against the BJP, and that was the main reason for her protest and her dharna today. But earlier this morning, the Election Commission took a decision. Not one but 3 BJP leaders were also served notices. Rahul Sinha being banned for 48 hours, Dilip Ghosh being show cause, and Suvendu Adhikari also being warned from making any statements that could be insightful. This has been the dharna drama against the Election Commission, which clearly got dented given the fact that the Election Commission really served notices to the BJP as well. To understand the Election Commission, its functioning and its fairness, let's first take a look at the graphic very closely. Here's a close comparison on the action against Mamata Banerjee and BJP's Rahul Sinha. Both have been slapped with adequate sections, and not just sections of the Representation of People's Act under which the Election Commission operates, but also the Indian Penal Code. Sections 186, 189 and 505 of the Indian Penal Code were also slapped on Mamata Banerjee. Almost similar action going on against Rahul Sinha, who has been banned from campaigning for 48 hours. Despite this, the Trinamool and opposition parties continued to insist that the Election Commission was biased. Take a look at this face-off that went on all day today.
যদিও সময় কম, কারণ 8টা বেজে গেছে অনেকক্ষণ, এবং গত 24 ঘন্টা আমি নির্বাচনী প্রচার করতে পারিনি, এবং আরো 72 ঘন্টা ফিফথ ফেজ ইলেকশনের আগে ফিফথ ফেজ নিয়ে কোনো ইলেকশন ক্যাম্পেনিং করা যাবে না। মানে মোট 96 ঘন্টা, মানে 4 দিন যদি আপনি ফিফথ ফেজ ইলেকশন নিয়ে প্রচার করতে না পারেন, একদিকে বিজেপির নেতারা প্রচার করে যাবে আর তৃণমূল কংগ্রেসের আমি প্রচার করতে পারবো না। এর বিচার আপনারা করবেন, বিচারের ভার আমি জনগণের হাতে ছেড়ে দিলাম। তা সত্ত্বেও তোমরা কেন হারবে জানো? কারণ I am a street fighter. I am a street fighter and I am proud to say that I am a street fighter. আমি ব্যাটল গ্রাউন্ড থেকে লড়াই করি, আমি ওপর থেকে নির্দেশ দিয়ে লড়াই করি না।
Well, the legitimate question on the news hour tonight is just one: did Didi's dharna dangal backfire? That's the question and the debate coming up. Didi dharna flops. That's the hashtag and the debate on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
And joining me tonight, Shatrupa, spokesperson of BJP in Bengal, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, Ratan Sharda, author, Dr. Suman Sriraman, political analyst, Ashutosh Mishra, senior journalist. But my first question is to my friend Riju Datta, spokesperson of the Trinamool Congress. And Riju Datta, you know, dharna, protest, did you jump the gun too early? Did Mamata Banerjee jump the gun too early? Because it was a 24-hour ban. Sitting on a dharna to show that you don't have any faith in institutions when the institutions have handed out notices to BJP leaders as well. What's the point that the Trinamool Congress is trying to make?
Navika ji, good evening, first of all. And I just want to say, it was not a dharna. To us and to the people of Bengal, it was Didi Saptagraha. And, it is a black day for democracy because we tried to choke her voice, but you can ban her, but you cannot silence her. And if you go into the history of Mamata Banerjee, she has been battered, she has been bruised, she has been bombed, she has been shot at, but they cannot break her will. Then these allies of BJP cannot break her will now. Now, our problem is this. You have banned Mamata Banerjee for whatever things she wanted to ban her on. We can go on and on about whether it is right or wrong. But instead, in return of that, if you see the provocative statements made by the BJP, what are you doing? You are trying to eyewash us? You are trying to give us some lollipop in saying we have banned Rahul Sinha? Are you comparing the political acumen of Rahul Sinha with Mamata Banerjee, a 7-time MP and 2-time Chief Minister with somebody who has not been won an election? What about Dilip Ghosh? What about Shubhendu Adhikari? What about Mr. Narendra Modi and Mr. Amit Shah? I will give you another breaking news, Navika ji, on your channel. Tomorrow or day after, a senior member team of MPs will go and meet the ECI in Delhi with specific bullet points as a memorandum which will be submitted against how the BJP is toying around with the EC rules and nobody is taking heed of it. When Amit Shah ji and Narendra Modi ji is campaigning in Bengal for their political party but using government funds. So these are things that needs to be addressed. Why this selective ban? And let me tell you also that there is no provision in the constitution for the EC rules. EC extends only to the district election officer. These are blatant abuses of the constitutional provision. An umpire has to be fair, or at least seem to be fair. Why this selective outrage against CMC and Mamata Banerjee? This is what we are asking. If you are taking account of everything that has been done, then why...
Shatarupa, the charge is against you that the Election Commission is working at your orders, the CBI works at your orders, Income Tax works at your orders, Enforcement Directorate, and all of them have become extremely active and very, very biased against the Trinamool Congress in this election period. Respond to the charge that is coming across to you, because they're not going to get convinced that Election Commission has taken action against Amit Shah in the past. They have taken action against Yogi Adityanath in 2019 elections. They have taken action against Rahul Sinha, Shubhendu Adhikari. But right now what they are saying is, jab tak action Amit Shah, Narendra Modi pe nahi hoga, we will not be satisfied. Respond to Riju Datta.
Good evening, Navika. First of all, congratulations for the award that you won. Yes, I have been hearing Riju and the rest of the gang, the Trinamool gang, I would say. They are behaving like small children who get scolded, and then they face they sit in the corner of a room and they don't want to talk to anybody. They pretend that they're sulking, and that's exactly what the Honorable Chief Minister has been doing. Thankfully, she's been back into her painting, and hopefully we'll be getting to see some, I don't know the word to use because I don't understand much of her paintings. Now, having said that, I really cannot expect a party like Trinamool, who brandishes the constitution in their hand and tears it up while breaking the assembly before they came to power, to even understand what the agencies like, what the central agencies like Election Commission, the ED, the CBI, whoever else they're blaming. They are individual, they are independent institutions, and they do not run at the behest of the Prime Minister or the Honorable Home Minister for that matter. In fact, one of the Trinamool people, just before I came onto your channel, I think it was your channel only, which was showing Kakolidi. Kakolia, they were saying something to the effect that it's central BJP. We are a national party. There is no central and state here. There's a national party that we are. We are running the central government. Now they should either choose their words properly or they must know what they're talking about.
Fair point, Shatarupa ji. But let me get in Dr. Sumansi Raman. Dr. Sumansi Raman, I want to ask you, Mamata Banerjee is not stopping at only calling the EC biased. What she has said, as soon as her ban period really got over at 8 p.m., she addressed a rally, and you know what she says? She says it was the BJP who killed Anand Burman, the Rajbanshi, and they have created an issue because they did not have an issue. Then she goes on to say, of course, she's been saying, and the Trinamool Congress has been saying, that the Bangladesh trip of the Prime Minister, he never went to a Matua temple earlier and he's gone now. I want to ask you, do you think international visits of Prime Ministers should be halted? The celebrations that they have agreed to go to a neighboring country on an anniversary of Bangladesh formation, that should be put off because there is an election going on in the state of West Bengal. I just want to ask you to make a charge saying that the BJP has murdered one of its own workers. That's going a little bit over the top. It's not a reasonable statement that any chief minister would make.
Okay, Navika, first of all, I said yesterday that Mamata Banerjee is a street fighter, and this was said on Rahul Shivshankar's show yesterday night at 8 o'clock, and that is exactly what Mamata Banerjee herself said today. I don't know whether you saw the clip where she actually spoke about her being a street fighter.
Absolutely. She is picking up every statement that you make on Times Now, and she's using them.
I'm not saying that. I'm just pointing out that I was right in saying that this was sort of playing into her hand. It is basically playing into the hands of somebody who revels in this kind of victimization. Now, look, you've gone and you've issued a ban. And I think Riju Datta put it very correctly. How are you comparing Rahul Sinha with Mamata Banerjee? I mean, is it not ridiculous to say that the Election Commission has also banned Rahul Sinha, so therefore it's even-handed? Is Rahul Sinha the tallest leader of the BJP fighting this election? I mean, how absurd is this? And to compare his stature with that of Mamata Banerjee. So I think that you have to understand that whatever has happened today, there have been millions of people, millions of voters who have seen the sight of.
So then you should be happy. The Trinamool Congress should be happy because she's been made the victim. Ek bar she got hurt on her foot, and then she was in a wheelchair. Now in a wheelchair and painting. Then you should be happy that you've got a victim card. Why are you applying vitriol? I want to get in Dr. Anand Ranganathan. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, I think Dr. Sumansi Raman is writing the script for Mamata Banerjee, and possibly he's got the formula wrong simply because if she's going to benefit from being a victim and then she's a street fighter as well, and she calls everybody else an outsider, then the ball is clearly in her favor. Why are they so worried?
Nobody was with her, all alone, in a wheelchair. There was so much of distance between the media and her. Every bit of it was deliberate. Surely it gives the
Dr. Raman,
that she's taking on.
Which is why I'm saying it's a well-scripted. It's a well-scripted thing, Dr. Anand Ranganathan. The well-scripted earlier wheelchair, unfortunate, but, it's been called a drama by the BJP. Now the dharna, is that also a drama? Will the BJP also call this a drama? Actually, all forces are being used against her. That's what the Trinamool Congress is objecting to.
Yeah, good evening, Navika. I think we finally found the reason why the Congress and Rahul Gandhi are doing so badly, because Dr. Sumant Raman, I'm talking on a lighter note, has stopped advising them and moved on to advising Mamata Banerjee. No, but I'd much rather that Didi was a street fighter than a street painter. I mean, looking at that painting, Navika, the CEC should apologize and promise to never ban Didi ever again. if this is how she's going to spend her isolation time. You know, normally Didi's abstract creations are a result of a baby elephant daubed with Nerolac doing Zumba on a canvas. But the one she painted during her dharna today is way beyond abstract. I've been racking my brain trying to figure out what it means. Perhaps the baby elephant refused to oblige and trudged off after depositing on the canvas.
That's not fair, Dr. Anand Ranganathan. That's not fair. You know, to personally target her and her art or her painting, you know, she can paint anything, and whether it's, you know, whether you like it or not, well, that is not something you can pick on her for. But, you know, let's pick on her for any substantial political point. And I've seen some of the paintings in her office, and I would say they're pretty good.
Yes.
Navika, let's not pick on her at
no,
all.
Navika, that was a light-hearted comment. And oh, come on. Now, can I please finish? But Navika, the point that I'm trying to make is, to be serious, let's hope Didi reflects on the kind of dog whistling she has been indulging in these past weeks. Her outrageous allegations regarding the impartiality of the constitutional body, that is the Election Commission, her asking people to gherao security forces, her using the word genocide for the deaths in Cooch Behar as a result of defensive action taken by our security forces, these are not utterances befitting a chief minister. On top of this, she said in a rally, and I quote her, "Central forces will come and scare you, tell you, you can't vote. You should get together and say, get out of here, we will vote." And the dog whistling, sure enough, has had a domino effect. The TMC minister Rabindranath Ghosh told the voters the other day to, quote, go to polling booths with lathis to guard against CRPF creating disturbance, unquote. Such language and scaremongering by a constitutional head and ministers is totally unacceptable. Finally, let all this comic relief of the painting and everything not distract us from the fact that all political parties have a lot to answer for the shameful way they have conducted themselves during the canvassing. The EC did the right thing in banning BJP's Rahul Sinha for his remark. Politics really has plumbed unseen depths, and this is not abstract, Navika, but real.
Well, so let me get in Ratan Sharda. And Ratan Sharda, if the Election Commission was right in banning Rahul Sinha and show-causing Dilip Ghosh, the fact is that Trinamool is not satisfied, because now it's the question of एक चीफ मिनिस्टर के खिलाफ किया आपने 24 घंटे के लिए बैन किया, तो दूसरा छोटा नेता आपने पकड़ा राहुल सिन्हा according to them. Now I want to ask you, the chief minister does not have an equivalent, so who should the election commission ban? Should they ban the home minister and the prime minister? The prime minister has not used religion. If Jai Shri Ram is also banned, Jai Shri Ram has been called a war cry, then Jai Shri Ram has been called somewhat of a religious chant, as some of the Trinamool leaders have come out and said. But Jai Shri Ram is also a way of life, and it hasn't really been called out by the election commission. Where do you stand on this?
First of all, I thank you for bringing Riju Datta. Yesterday was a day when all TMC supporters were going red on the face, blabbering and shouting all through all the debates. Thankfully, the debate can be done now with a person who is more reasonable, at least on this moment. Coming to the main issue, the best argument for one nation, one poll is the way they are saying that polling is happening in 8 phases. That's not correct. And if Modi cannot work for one election, that means every 6 months there is an election. So PM should sit in the office and do no work. So this argument of PM stopping foreign tours, going to other places because there is election, this is precisely the reason why we need one nation, one poll. Coming to the charge of Mamata Banerjee and other leaders.
How will the Prime Minister go on promising every state that he will make them number one? One nation, one poll. How will he go to every state and say, I will make you number one if you vote for BJP? That line has to stop. Today we are talking about the election commission. And let's remember why the credibility of the election commission is under question.
This is absurd. This fellow lose their shirt or anything. Don't even allow a reasonable argument.
आशुतोष जी, I know one election, one nation, one election से आपको प्रॉब्लम है, एलर्जी है, लेकिन रतन शारदा जी को कंप्लीट कर लेने दीजिए, उसके बाद मैं आपको बोलने दूंगी. will allow you to rebut him. Allow Ratan Sharda ji to make his points. 1 minute. Let me make some. Let me set some rules here. Allow Ratan Sharda to complete his point, and then the ball will be in your court. Make no mistake that I will give you your opportunity. Ratan Sharda ji, please.
This is the strangest thing I ever found, that there is no competition in crime. If Mamata Banerjee is called the election commission, she needs a person who is higher in her post, who can be, put complaint against. They can't find a single complaint against Amit Shah or Modi. So small size of BJP, who are not outsiders, should not be caught into by the EC net. I am very happy EC net caught people from the BJP also for any kind of violation they did. But to say Mamata reached her level of, criminal charges of people who are higher than her is one of the most pseudo statements I've ever heard. Coming to the entire issue of, EC, in 2014, the PM Modi at that time candidate in Varanasi was not allowed to hold his public meetings, was not allowed to do so many meetings, even 100 people meeting by the DM and the Election Commission. Did he go on dharna? Did he sit in front of Election Commission? Did he talk to the recommendation? No.
And more recently, Ratan Sharda ji, in 2019, they did not allow the film on Narendra Modi to be released because it came during the election period, the Model Code of Conduct. People forget the same election passing that order as well. But let me get in Riju Datta as well. Riju Datta, I want to ask you, if you have a problem, I'm coming to you, Ashutosh ji. अभी आ रही हूँ. Riju Datta ji से तृणमूल का point एक पूछना है. Riju Datta ji, I want to ask you, if you have a problem with the election commission, if you have a problem with the orders of the election commission, if you find them not following the law of the land, why has the Trinamool Congress not filed any case in a court of law? Because there are courts of law. You can take the election commission to court, and opposition parties have done so several times over the last 6 years. On this issue, why is the Trinamool Congress allowing it to pass? आप कोर्ट क्यों नहीं जाते?
Navika ji, I will step aside. I will give an answer and then I will step aside and make a common point for all the panelists to come together and hopefully agree on that point. Firstly, we are not going to the court because, see, first of all, Mamata Banerjee was given a 24-hour ban. Now she has only 2 sabhas left, and then there is 72 hours gap between the 5th phase. So eventually, if you see, before the 5th phase, Mamata Banerjee was banned for 96 hours. If you see that, and she is a star campaigner. Now, why we are not going into the court? Because we are already in the 5th phase. We can go to the court.
Riju Datta ji, please compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges, however expensive they are. Don't do mathematics like this. For 72 hours, all political leaders are banned from campaigning. Why are you singling out Mamata Banerjee? The victim card is not so important. The victim card cannot be played in this manner.
Navika ji, one comment I will make. One comment for all the panelists to come together. All the panelists to come together. Just hear me out, sir. All the gentlemen here, just hear me out 10 seconds. Election Commission ordered an 8-phase election in Bengal citing violence. But obviously, after the 10th April incident, violence is not being controlled with the plethora of forces here. So obviously, Election Commission is failing to do its job. And with the COVID on an all-time high, the entire country is suffering from it, from Bombay to Bengal. Everyone is suffering. Why doesn't the Election Commission say to BJP and TMC, forget everything, we will finish the remaining 4 phases in 1 or 2 poll days? Can we all come and agree on that? Can Election Commission take that decision and give us...
You want the number of phases to be reduced. You want that the central forces that have been spread out, they should be reduced. Well, that's been exposed. Ratan Sharda, Anand Ranganathan, I have 30 seconds each for you.
10 seconds.
Ratan Sharda, 30 seconds.
See, first of all, for all these phases,
yes,
TMC had no issues. अरे मिश्रा जी मैं बोल रहा हूँ तो आग लग जाती है, आप ही बोल लीजिए. मिश्रा जी को बोलने दीजिए, उनको मुझे देखते ही आग लग जाती है. आप बंगाल के खेल में नहीं.
अरे मिश्रा जी ने नहीं बोला, शत्रुपा जी ने बोला. आप बोलिए ना रतन शारदा जी. आई एम रनिंग आउट ऑफ टाइम.
I don't want a shouting match here. Please carry on. Sundar wants to speak.
ये बीजेपी वाली बोल रही हैं, आपको गलत
बोलिए रतन शारदा जी.
I am saying The very fact that Election Commission had to make 8-phase polling shows the horrible condition of law and order in Bengal. Secondly, now after having 4 rounds of war, 5 rounds, you are realizing you are losing the ground. Suddenly you have noble cause of COVID, you have noble cause of violence, the noble cause of stopping everything. What happened when earlier rounds were going on? Everybody had a wonderful gala time taking a morcha.
Absolutely. Dr. Anand Ranganathan,
Navika,
I think now,
yes.
Suddenly after phase 4, when there is a worry about COVID, then you know कि दाल में कुछ काला है.
अच्छा, भला करने का जमाना ही नहीं है, लोगों को मरने को. ठीक है मैडम, 80 फेज में कर.
Yes, no, Navika, I have.
आप जुलूस ना निकालते, मीटिंग ना करते, आपको किसने कहा?
Now, this is unfair, Rijuda.
सबको बोलते मुझे.
This is unfair. After a lot of
10 seconds.
pleading, I've
10
got
seconds to
10
Anand
seconds from
Ranganathan.
Navika.
10 seconds
And
to
you take
Anand
even that.
Ranganathan.
Thank you. Thank you, Navika. I have just one question to Rijuda, who claims that he goes by fact. So here is the question. Rijuda, did Mamata Banerjee say, and I quote her, "Central forces will come and scare you, tell you can't vote"? Did the TMC minister Rabindranath Ghosh say, and I quote him, "Go to the polling booths with lathis to guard against CRPF creating disturbance"? Unquote. Just answer yes or no. Leave everything aside. Answer yes or no.
Do I have time to answer?
Yes, only in a single syllable. Yes or no?
It cannot be answered in a single syllable. Come on.
Fantastic.
We have filed 6, 13 and
Why?
30.
I'm quoting them.
Where the CAPF have submitted videos where they are used to coerce our voters. Answer. Let EC take a call on that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the charges are flying thick and fast, but the real reason comes out now. The real reason is they want the number of phases to be reduced. They want to call the Election Commission names. They will not go to a court of law, but they will want the CRPF, the Central Security Forces, to be completely cornered in a position. Why would they do that? Is that what free and fair elections are all about? Think about it. Where do you stand on this debate? Is a victim card something that sticks to Mamata Banerjee, or is the Trinamool Congress finding excuses? Is the BJP pushing its might of central agencies, or is the Trinamool Congress just seeing ghosts because something's not quite working for them on the ground? It's all open. All questions will be answered on the 2nd of May. We'll continue to follow the big story of elections in West Bengal, because it has been the most vitriolic elections that we've seen in recent times. Thank you very much to my panelists. Taking a short break, the big COVID story on the other side.